Greetings, folks. Hey, we're just getting ready for this live feed. What we're going to do is take this chain off, kick it to the side, take this wheel off, take the duct tape rim liner off, and put a 35C tire on here. Now, I've got some 38Cs coming, but what I need a thumbnail for the live feed. So just between me and you and the paid subscribers, I'm going to put this 35C on there and hold the rim up with like a pair of calipers with an expression on my face of surprise that it fits. And in the meantime, we will actually make sure a 35C fits a varsity. But I've got some 38Cs coming, 700 by 38C. And we're just kind of pulling a fast one for the thumbnail. And I might as well do a little bit of work and show you guys what's going on. The bike's turning out very well, I must say. Not bad for a 71 varsity. All right, paid subscribers. I will kick this down to the other folks later. But let's take this chain off. And this chain is kind of junky, and we've got a really nice chain over here. And what we'll do is we'll kind of prep for the live feed. I'll take this chain off and get this one ready. Like, you know, line it out so it's the right size. So this will be ready to go on. I don't think I'm going to use these master links they give you, these snap links. Yeah, I don't like those. Yeah. But let's take this chain off, and then we'll take the wheel off, and then we'll take this gray tape, black duct tape liner. Yeah, this has got to go. Yeah. In fact, let's take this off right now. How about that? Come on over. Don't be shy. This has got to go. This is just not acceptable at all. Someone did a really great job on this. Not... Yeah, sticky duct tape. I mean, really? On a nest set of rims like this? Not acceptable. Oh, there's the original tag from the maker. Okay. All right. Boy, that was really on there. I'm glad they didn't use two pieces. Okay. Not bad. Now that's a quality rim. Look at that double wall rim, how the spoke heads are recessed. That's a very strong rim. We did pretty good to get these. Okay, so we're going to bunch this up so spiders don't die. And we'll put it in the trash, and we'll take this wheel off and put a rim liner on it and take the chain off first. Let's take the chain off now that we have that rim liner off. The reason I want to take the chain off now before I take the wheel off is this is a fresh frame. If you take the wheel off, the chain's going to fall and hit the powder coating. So I want to avoid that. Let's just take this chain off right now. We know we're not using it. This was just for a test of the 22 tooth fixed gear. I have a 22 tooth freewheel coming. So when I make this on the live feed, when I do this, I don't want this to hit the frame. There we go. Nice and easy. No nicking of the frame. Easy. So when I switch it over and get the right freewheel on here, the chain will be correct. Now we're going to save this to the side, and we'll measure this chain in a minute. We'll just save this one over here. We may not do that this video, but if I make this chain that length, it should be no problem during the live feed. All right, let's go back over here and take this wheel off. And let's put a rim liner on it. And we will put a 35C on here. And we will just put it in and see how it feels. Man, that back rim is perfect for those days. And we might have to take one of these off, but that's okay. Let's put a rim liner on this real quick. Yeah, hope everyone's doing all right. We're just prepping, kind of prepping for the live feed right now. So it looks like I had all my ducks in a row, which I probably didn't, or don't, or never will. We're gonna make it look good during the live feed. Like I had everything ready, and you know, like I had it going on. Okay, I'm gonna leave my finger in there just to make sure this isn't looped over in any way. I'm gonna go around. That way I don't have to put my hand back in there, which may weaken the rim strip. Okay, that looks pretty good. Nice rubber strip in there. I don't see a problem with that. Somebody did ride on this rim. Yeah, I can feel it a little bit right there. Yeah, we should sand that a little bit. I can feel a little lip where someone rode on this rim just for a second. Something happened right there. We're gonna sand that. Probably should have sanded it before I put the rim liner on, but hey, I'm not that smart. Just kind of making that smooth. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, there was some stuff going on there. Nice and smooth. Okay, I don't feel any major issues on this now. A little bit there. Yeah, a little bit right here. Oh, on the other side, yeah. Yeah, somebody touched something. A tire came off, or something was going on. Okay, all is well in rimland. This back rim is very good. The front rim has a dip in it. We're going to get to that in a second. Okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, folks. Good rim liner on there. Okay, let's put the tire on. And we'll put it on, we'll pump it up, seat it a little bit, and then we'll pop it back in. And we're just going to make sure a 35C will fit. And then I can get my goofy thumbnail and try to fool people. You guys will know. That's right, there's advantages of being a paid subscriber. You can tell when I'm trying to pull the wool over someone's eyes. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to inflate this on here. And then I'm going to make a thumbnail of me being all surprised with some calipers and trying to put it in. Or we'll do something to where it looks like there's a shocking moment or something, you know. Yeah, I know the 35C will fit, I'm pretty sure. And you know, what's three more millimeters, you know? And if these silly Amazon people would actually show up, we could actually put the right tire on here and then go with the thumbnail, you know? But they haven't showed up with my tires, and it's kind of a bummer. Definitely a 700C rim. Yeah, it's a tight one. Yeah, only you paid subscribers will know that I was trying to pull a fast one. Okay, come on now. The tube is being naughty. Yeah, the tube's underneath there. We're gonna have to lift this over the tube. It's a tight fit. Get some tire in it too. Yeah, it's good to have everything ready. See, if I was fumbling around in the live feed, people would already like leave. Oh, it kind of self-healed it here. Yeah, it's kind of in there. Yeah, it's a tight fit. All right, let's put a few pounds in this. And we'll make it kind of look good. And then, like I said, I'll hold it up to the frame and do some kind of like thumbnail shot to hook people in. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of work involved in the live feed. It's not just like come out here and work on some bikes, you know. There's actually a lot of work involved. A, you need to have the time, you know. And B, you have to have almost everything ready. And, you know, C, you kind of have to know somewhat of a plan of what you're doing, you know. Okay. There's just a few pounds in there. We're not going to get too excited because I don't think I'm going to use these. Yeah, looks pretty good. That's seated up well, even without any silicone or anything. Let's give that a spin. Yeah, needs to. We need to. There is a spot right there, but we're not really going to worry about that right now. It's just a test and to put it on the bike and get a thumbnail. So let's get a 10mm and take one of these brake pads off. It will not slide past those brakes. I guarantee you that. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing good out there. Hope everyone's figuring things out in the world. 10mm, the struggle's real. Okay, we're just going to take this off for a second. And we're going to shove this wheel up in there. And then I can get a little thumbnail shot of what's going on. Okay, so we're going to pop that in about halfway. You know, maybe a 38C won't fit. Wow, that's tight. I mean, that's a 35C right there. And I'm glad I got a backup plan here. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta seat this tire better. But anyway. Oh, Mike really wants to kick over there. Well, we know 35C does work. I gotta seat that tire better, definitely. There's a little hop there, right there. I didn't spray it with silicone or anything. I just pumped it up. Anyway, because I know I'm gonna try to put the 38Cs on here. So the brakes, no problem. 38C will clear. It's this clearance I'm worried about. That's close. But what's another 3 mil, right? What is another 3mm? 35C, and 38C. It's going to be close, depending on how aggressive tread the Schwalbes that are coming, the tires that are coming. If they're too knobby on the edges, it may not, it'll rub on the frame. So we will see, but this is good enough for the thumbnail. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand here with my calipers and look all surprised and have my wife take a picture. Okay, so you got to see behind the scenes of getting a kind of getting ready for a live feed, and yeah, there's a lot of work involved. As you can see, all the bikes are out of here right now. I had this big metal job I had to do and use the drill press, had to be out here in the middle, and so that whole thing there had to move out here and feed these big 18-footers of steel in. It was just a whole thing. The bikes couldn't be up here. Anyway, so I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern, and you got to see a little bit of what happens, you know, to make a live feed work. And I'll kick this down to the viewers later, but we are going to hoodwink them. I'm going to pretend this is the 38C. You guys are going to love it. You know it's a 35C. Okay, see you guys tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, later.